If we bedded them, we could for sure put a stalk right there.
Hurry, get the scope on it.
There's a giant in the field. He's got double cheaters out one side, one kicker off the other side, super wide, huge frame. Well, update us.
Well, I'm too excited. Getting the rage ready to rock. So I just found out that I get work off tomorrow, which was not expected. So we're scrambling, getting all our crap ready. Typical us, you know, and heading to Arizona tonight. It's already about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna get there late, but I am pumped. Can't wait to hunt in the morning. See what we can do. See if we can put that through a 200-incher.
He's tired. Made me drive. Whoa! Made it. Should we get everything unloaded and go to bed?
Yeah.
We got kind of a late start on the day, but we're here.
Yeah, we slept in a little. I'm just exhausted. Haven't got more than 4 hours of sleep for probably the last 9 days. So 8-9 days at least. But regardless, we're excited to be here and we're gonna get after it. Some people are, just like when we were scouting, they're doing these controlled burns, and it's super smoky this morning, so you can't even glass more than probably 300 yards in most places. So we're just gonna cruise and glass what we can see. Hopefully we get lucky, find a big buck on the side of the road or somewhere we can see. It is the first evening here in Arizona. We hunted this morning. It's pretty slow, lots of people. Only saw 2 bucks all morning, but one was a decent little 4-point. But it's pretty much what we expected opening weekend anyways. So we're gonna get back after it tonight and hopefully turn something up. Just had a little nap, caught up on some much needed sleep. Hopefully this nap was a nice little needed kickstart, but anyways, taking off for the evening and hopefully we find something good worth chasing. Well, quick update on the first evening here in Arizona. As you can see, it is super windy. Hopefully you guys can even hear me, but super windy. The moon phase is not very great either, and there's people everywhere. So we've definitely got a combination of, not a good combination for deer movement. He's at least at 2-point on the left side.
Okay, that's probably good. Alright. Alright, that's the wrap for day one of hunting. We're about to make dinner now.
It was pretty slow today. We finally started seeing a few bucks right at last light. We didn't really get any video of them though, just nothing very big, and time was very valuable. So we moved on and tried to find something worth chasing, but
we've been seeing tons of trucks.
So many people.
Every ridge has 2 trucks parked on it.
It's crazy. Tonight was a little better though.
Yeah, it seemed like it slowed down tonight.
Yeah, but I think the combination of all the people, all the pressure, and the moon phase right now is really bad as far as movement and stuff. So I think that explains the lack of
Yeah, it looks like they're
sightings.
just moving at very first light in the morning, like the first 20-30 minutes. Then at night, same thing. Last 30 minutes of light, we started to see deer finally.
Yeah, so I think in the morning we're going to try to get up on a point where we found our best buck on our scouting trips. We're going to try to get up there right as the light's coming up and glass there for about 30 minutes to an hour, and if we don't find him or another good buck, then we'll move on, but that's kind of the plan for now. So
we were just barely driving to the glassing point, and there is a group of bucks out in a field. We passed by, we pull up the binos. There's a giant in the field. He's got smaller fronts but good backs. He's got double cheaters out one side, one kicker off the other side, super wide, huge frame. I just dropped Skyler off and kept driving. I don't know what happened. Another truck just passed me. They kind of started to get out of there when we were driving off, so I don't think anything happened, but hopefully when I drove off they kind of slowed down, and he didn't act super nervous because while we were glassing him he was only at 150 yards and he was feeding, and I mean, I don't know what happened, but I just turned around and I'm coming back up, and I'm gonna park a little ways down the road and see if Skyler needs a ride back out of here. It's been 5 minutes, but I'm gonna just sit right here and give him some time. But hopefully he gets that thing. That thing was a big freaking buck. Well, looks mad. You look mad.
oh, he got away twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
What happened?
Saw him twice.
Let me pull out my phone.
Well, we found a giant buck. We hesitated a little bit, which we probably shouldn't have. That's probably the biggest deer I've ever chased with a bow in my hand. Giant frame, kickers.
Huge. He had double kickers. Did you see those?
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
And?
So I got out and you kept going or whatever. He just started feeding again at 105 yards. Or no, not feeding, but he was standing at 105 yards behind this giant tree with the doe and was just watching this way. And anyways, then some other truck came up and I think they saw me and they like slammed on their brakes and then they just hopped into the trees.
I knew they were gonna screw you up.
So then I saw them start to slow down, like they weren't super spooked. So I just eased into the next quakey patch and I bumped him at probably 70 yards, him and his other buck, and they were in the thick stuff.
Do you think we could get on this glassing point and find him?
I think he's gone for the morning,
some
honestly.
roads in the bottom we could go check out.
There's a truck on a point over there that we could maybe see him from, but I think he just dove down into the thick trees. He's so freaking big.
It's an open meadow in the bottom.
That's the biggest deer I've ever chased with the bow. Oh well, it's only the second morning, so.
We still have lots of time. Let's go. It's still prime time. It's only like 7:20 right now. We still have all the time.
That's the only buck I want.
Oh gosh, don't get attached to him. You probably will never see him again. Right place, right time, just...
Really?
Yes, I just found a giant.
Hurry, get the scope on him. I'll get this adapter screwed on. You want him?
Yeah.
Here.
Look at his nose.
Not a shooter though.
Is he just a 3-point on that one
I
side?
think so.
He looked big when I saw him in my binos.
Oh, he's big.
What is that? Looks heavy, whatever it is. I freaking love bachelor groups. That's a good buck, babe. I mean, if he wasn't a 3-point.
How big is he, the one in the tree?
There's one right here, too, that just moved on the bottom. There's...
Move the scope
This deer
down.
looks big, too.
Move the scope.
Oh, look at that
That's
one,
blueberry.
babe. Is it really? That deer's big.
An impossible spot right now.
We could bet him right there, though. If we betted him, we could for sure put a stalk right there. From the top. From that... Above that guy's camp,
let's
we'd
just figure
start.
out what they are.
This one on the bottom is big.
He had a big hook cheater on his right.
He's
just like
super
blueberry
heavy and
does.
big. I just glassed up a buck. We pull up the scope. There's like 5 bucks right there, all mature, like pretty good bucks. We just caught a glimpse of this one's tines. He looks big, like big. We're about to see him. We're hoping he comes out into the opening and that we can get a better look. But we're just seeing like flashes of his antlers right now.
There's a big hook cheater on the right. It may be the buck that we're here looking for.
We named him Blueberry. This could be him. If not, it's another big buck.
Is this him coming out?
Yeah, I think so. He's got something I like. I love those cheaters. Come on, buddy. Oh, he looks good.
What is it? Can't see past your dang hat.
He's gonna walk out into the opening and we're gonna get a really good look at him. It's
Super short too.
week 2. That sucks.
Of course.
Are you kidding me? I don't know. He's not Blueberry,
No.
obviously. However,
Still probably.
ooh, is he a 3-point?
Heavy.
I think he's just a 3. He doesn't have a front fork. Dang. Super heavy though.
He doesn't have a front on the right.
No.
Just a big beam.
Huge beam that's bladed and massive. I don't know. They're gonna bet right there. Would you shoot him?
I don't know. After seeing that buck this morning, probably not.
This is a freaking stud buck.
This morning has been crazy. Saw the buck of my dreams this morning. Couldn't make it happen. Just a giant frame, giant typical frame. 3 cheaters, 2 out his right, 1 out his left. All about 2 to 3 inches, maybe a little better. His frame's high 190s, 200 all day. Probably 31 wide out to his cheaters, 28-inch frame. But anyways, didn't make it happen. But now we just got out here to a new glassing point that we just found. And just glassed up a big group of bucks. And one of them's got a bunch of stuff going on. He's a 4x3 frame. Just a 3-point on his right, but on his left, he has at least 2 big cheaters hanging off him. Super heavy, old buck. Just seeing what he does. Not sure. I may be stupid, but not sure if I'll go after him or not after seeing that buck this morning. So, stay tuned.
So we're gonna head off from this glassing point and go see if we can find another one. Our plan now is we want to focus on that buck that Skyler went after this morning. We named him Stacks because of his stack cheaters. They're almost touching and they're about that long. I'd show you guys video of him, but this awesome camera person did not push record. I had him in the frame, prioritized getting footage of him, and we went back through to go look at him again after everything settled down. and there was no clip. So I don't know if I didn't push record or if the camera did something. I don't know. I swear it was recording, but our goal from now is we want to get on him tonight, and we're finding a glassing point where we can get up on there and glass all the ridges where he could be. We kind of have a good idea of where he could have ran to today after that blown stalk, and so we want to get up on there and see if we can locate him tonight, and if we can, put a move on him and get a second chance at the sucker.